energy is everything. And sometimes it's just not even the energy that we give out in person, but it's the energy that we put in our bio. I knew that was going to be trouble. Cap letters, I don't want no man that has a wife or one. All cap letters just screaming at, and that screams trauma.
Hey y'all, it's Dr. Stacey J. Johnson, and you're watching BET's Love Me, Love Me Not, where myself and a group of esteemed relationship panelists will answer your questions about relationships. So without further ado, I'm so excited to have with me Tracy and Cherie Syfax. Hey Tracy, hey Cherie. Yes, and Rachel Dixon. Hi honey.
Hey, thank you so much.
All right, so this first one. I'm newly single and I want to learn how to navigate dating life in the midst of this pandemic. It's so hard to find new people. It can be scary to meet someone in person these days. I'm trying my best to be open but cautious at the same time. All right, so who wants to go first? We're going to start with the first one, which is, what are the best ways to decide who I go out on? Tracy, you want to start us off?
So I think, first of all, dating during the pandemic, it's not that challenging. You just have to think positively about it. You have to think there are all kinds of people out, whether I meet them online, whether I meet them when I go to the grocery store, because I met my husband during the pandemic, 2 weeks into the pandemic. So I am a true believer that finding love during the pandemic is easy. We are pandemic experts. Absolutely. So that's the first thing, navigating these dating streets and online in this pandemic. So that's the first part. But the second part is, what is the best ways to decide who I go on a date with? First of all, you have to engage with people. You have to be intentional about dating. You have to attract them. So you have to start with at least attracting people. Once you attract people, you vet them, you understand who they are and if they align with you and your values, and then you can start deciding if you want to go out on a date with them. But I think first you have to meet them. And so just make sure that you put your best foot forward as you are out in these streets, because what I will tell you is that I've had men, when I have my mask on, say, wow, your smile is so beautiful. I can tell you are smiling even with the mask on. So how do you light up internally so that you are a natural light that attracts amazing people?
I love, girl, that, woo. That can, I'll just take a moment, and because that was just good for my soul.
No, I think I definitely agree with my lovely wife here. You know, we met during the pandemic, so there is definitely love out there. Dating online has definitely worked for us, and someone who is a businessman and an entrepreneur who leads a very, very busy life. Dating online for me was the best thing that ever happened. So I love it, and you can see what it brought me.
I'll have to agree. I think it's amazing that, Tracy and Cherie, you are the example to show people that regardless of what's going on in the world, love is still happening. So many people are afraid to date online. You can meet somebody in the store. You can meet them at church like I met my husband. You can meet them on the job, and they can still not be the person that you need them to be. Dating is about collecting data. You need to get to know the person, not based off of what you see, but based off that communication. So you can meet somebody and that person can be the wrong somebody. But I definitely believe that love is happening in this pandemic. You can find them online. They can slide in your DM. They can be in the store. But it's just according to what she or he is ready for. Are you really ready to date? And if so, are you ready to communicate and date?
I believe we are in a three-dimensional reality. Thought and feelings create what we see right now, right? I mean, this person's words are so negative. It's hard, right? To meet someone. How do it just seems like, first of all, they need to change the words that they're communicating to their subconscious mind. The hardness, the difficult, it's difficult, it's hard. What else did they say? It can be scary. This person is gonna meet every fear out there on an app just by telling themselves exactly this.
I think this person may want to ask themselves if they're really ready. Are they single and ready to mingle because they're bored? Or are they single and ready to mingle because they're prepared? You can be ready but still not be prepared. We're all ready to be at a certain point in our life, but you don't get to that point until you're prepared. You don't want to self-sabotage something. So he or she, the main issue is what's scary, maybe what's scary that's new, because they want to go back to what's comfortable. So once they get out of their own head, then they can begin to move forward, and they'll see that they can meet somebody. And they may be getting off like Sherry said, when you wear your mask, people can still feel that you're smiling, not that you're smiling, but your energy is smiling. He or she is giving off energy that's not approachable. And that's what's scary, because they're walking in, whether they're dressed nice, whether they're damper or sexy, and no one is still talking to them. It's not because they're not looking the part, they're not giving the vibe of the part. So they go back to the drawing board of themselves first, and it won't be so scary.
And just to add to that, Rachel, energy is everything. And sometimes it's just not even the energy that we give out in person, but it's the energy that we put in our bios. I've read online bios that when I read them, scared me to death. I knew that was going to be trouble. Cap letters, I don't want no man that has a wife or one. All cap letters just screaming that, and that screams trauma.
I was thinking maybe she might need to get 3 or 4 questions that she knows to ask, so that then, and these can be staple questions that she can ask, and that will possibly help her trust the process more.
I think that's excellent. I actually have a communication cheat sheet that I actually even sell in my store and give to my clients. And I always encourage my clients to do, because I host speed dating events as a matchmaker. I tell them the best way for you to know and practice in communication, if you're a little bit, lack in it, go to speed dating. You meet multiple people. You practice on multiple things. You see what works for you. You see what does not work for you. Instead of you just serial dating with people that desire to be with you and you don't know what you want, you can miss the wrong person in time when you just jump out there and just take every date that comes your way.
I don't know. I'm for taking the dates that come my way. Let me tell y'all something. I just gotta tell you, I'm serious, because I believe that everyone I sit across from is a person that can bring value to my life. And when you show up with that, then it's really not the serial dates. It's like I'm walking in and saying, wow, there is something beautiful that I can learn about myself, as well as teach someone else about me. And they can learn as well. So I don't know, I'm for a girl. Go out on a girl, boy. Go out on a date.
I'm going out, we're going out to have a good time. Because the thing is, and what I found with so many women think immediately they already know where they want a man to be. That's my husband. He found me, that's my husband. And so they go into it with a label. If you're not going into it with a label, then great. But if you know you're the type of person that will put a label on a man at start, set, go, you need a speed date. Because you've married a man mentally before you even know his middle name.
Woo, that's true.
Well, but I think that's the beauty of rotational dating. Because when you're rotational dating, then you don't get so caught up with one individual. You are able to go, when he used to call, sometime I'd be available and sometime I wouldn't be. If I wasn't rotational dating, I would have always been at his beck and call, and I probably would have been like, he didn't call, where's he at? That whole marrying somebody in your mind. We do that as women. However, when we're rotational dating and we're having different experiences, all different, all could be good, but not the right one, but good, then we're busy. Our life is busy. And actually, I think that attracts men to you. Hey, she's busy. She's not always there just waiting for me. That is exciting and that's interesting. That's something that a man wants to participate in. And then if he knows that you're rotational dating, which I did share, I know people say you don't have to, but I did share that, then I think men are competitive. So they're like, hold on, if he said, hold on, I don't want my person out with nobody else, so let me lock this down. And so I think it positions us differently when we're not just so focused on one person.
And I think we all, men and women, we all need to realize too that when we dating and rotational dating or dating online, you get to meet some amazing people. You get to meet some other people too, but you get to meet, and I've met some amazing women just as well as she's met some amazing men that we see out now, and it's all good. So I think the whole rotational dating, getting the experience, learning how to communicate, all those things are plus. And then you're getting some great friends out of it at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we got the last part of this question we got to make sure we answer is, are there other options to finding love outside of online dating?
Absolutely. There are. You can find your husband or wife walking in a park. And during the pandemic, that's the thing to do. I mean, people are starting to get back out a little bit. So be out, go to museums, go to fundraisers, go to sporting things, anything that you feel comfortable with. But be more confident that the right things are going to happen and things are just going to work out the way they're supposed to be. Don't have so much fear. Just get brave and just get out there, and you will meet people in general who can all be good people to you. But that special one may be right around the corner from you, for all you know.
I can't agree more. I think the question really needs to be, are you prepared to be approachable? Go out, have fun. Don't walk around saying, where's my husband? Where's my wife? Where's my husband? Where's my wife? Have fun. You are experiencing new things. Everything you do in life is an eye-opener to something greater. So even if you don't find someone today, it aligns you to find someone the next day. But if you are keying on, okay, where is he? Where is she? Then you're already running yourself crazy. Ask yourself, what do I like to do? Because you want to find somebody that likes what you like. If you go to an art museum when you really like to be fishing, then you got to make sure you guys are compatible. So revisit you, see what you like, go out and have fun. And if nothing, you meet great friends. And I am with, Tracy. I was going to say Dr. Tracy and Dr. Sherry. Put them in rotation.
All right, you all brought up so many amazing scenarios of success for this online dating thing. So I just want to go over a couple. So always remember, online dating is not always bad. You are what you attract. Ooh, that's good. You have the power to manifest your own reality. I think that's good.
Absolutely. Thoughts become things.
All right, y'all. It's been fun. That's it for this episode of BET's Love Me, Love Me Not. And remember, finding love can be hard, but it can also be fun.